In the year 1212, thousands of children began a march toward the Promised Land in what would later be remembered as the Children's Crusade. They believed that with pure hearts and unshakable faith, they would succeed where armored knights had failed. They believed God himself would guide their feet, open the seas before them, and lead them safely to Jerusalem. It all began with a vision. A young shepherd boy claimed that Christ had appeared to him. His name was Stephen of Cloyes in France. And across the Rhine, another boy, Nicholas of Cologne, said he had seen the same divine call. The message spread like wildfire. The innocent will succeed where kings and warriors could not. Soon villages emptied. Parents wept as their sons and daughters marched away. And Europe watched in disbelief as tens of thousands of boys and girls, some barely old enough to speak clearly, followed crosses carved from sticks and banners made from torn cloth. They walked with songs on their lips and hope in their hearts. Their pilgrimage was supposed to be protected by God, but reality struck them long before the Holy Land ever could. The roads were long and dangerous. Wolves stalked them in the forests. Thieves preyed on them at night. Hunger weakened them. Disease followed them. And yet they marched across France, through Germany, and over the towering Alps, where even trained soldiers struggled. Many died from the cold. Others simply collapsed, unable to continue. But the vision, the promise of a miracle, kept the rest moving forward. By the time Nicholas and his followers reached the port cities along the Mediterranean, they were exhausted, starving, yet filled with hope. For before them stood the sea, the final barrier to Jerusalem. The children fell to their knees. They prayed. They waited. But the sea did not open. The waters stayed still, silent, unmoved by their faith. Some cried. Some questioned. Some still believed the miracle was coming. Then two merchants appeared, offering what seemed like a blessing from heaven. 7 ships, free passage, they claimed, to take the children straight to the Holy Land. The children cheered. They climbed aboard. But the promise was a lie. 2 ships sank in a violent storm, taking hundreds of children to the bottom of the sea. The remaining 5 did not sail east toward Jerusalem. They turned south toward North Africa. There, in the slave markets of Tunisia and Egypt, the surviving children were sold, bought by merchants, soldiers, and nobles who cared nothing for their faith or innocence. Very few were ever heard from again. Historians still debate the exact numbers and details, but the core truth remains unchanged. The Children's Crusade was one of the